Good morning. Oh, okay. So it's super warm today. So we're probably going to take it a little bit slow, partly so I don't completely melt as well in this conservatory. So I think we'll start laying down because it feels like a kind of day when you might want to lay down. So if you lay down flat on your back, probably knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Hands down by your sides. And resting your hands on your rib cage. And starting to bring your focus to your breath. Allowing your hands to offer you some feedback. So feeling the rib cage expanding and contracting as you breathe. Noticing how your breath is. Noticing the short breaths and the long breaths. The deep breaths and the shallow breaths. We're not controlling the breath, we're just observing. Trying to fix your focus on your breath. So each time your mind wanders, attaches itself to things that have happened in the past, things that might happen in the future, just bring your attention back to now, back to your breath. Back to the sensations in your body, laying on the earth, gently breathing. Starting to bring your awareness a bit more back into the physical body and back into the brain. We're not going to move too much to start with. So staying pretty much where you are and allowing your head to drop gently from side to side. Dropping head from one side and then to the other. And then when you finish with your second side, bringing your head back up to neutral. Lifting your hands up off your rib cage and taking some rotations with your wrists. Doesn't matter which direction. And then rotating the other. Allow them to relax. Lift your right leg and take some rotations with the right hand and the other way. And then bring the right ankle so it rests over the left knee, so your right knee drops out towards the side. So for some of you, that might be enough of a stretch through the hip flexor. Some of you might want to lift your left foot up off the floor, bringing your left knee in towards your body to increase the stretch. Some of you might then also want to bring your hands around your left thigh, pull that thigh even further in towards you. Stop there for a few breaths, breathe. So taking whichever version of this pose feels like the right one for your body. If you can, keeping head and shoulders down on the earth. Nice and gentle, just breathing slowly. And then popping the left foot back down on the earth. Take your hand on your right knee, lift your foot up, and we're going to take some circles and some nice big circles with the right knee. So circling into that right hip. So circles can be as big or as small as is comfortable for you. And then changing direction, so you're circling the other way. And again, as big and as small as feels right for your body. And then bring that back to neutral. Bring that right knee, holding both hands around the right knee, pulling it in towards your belly. And then if that feels okay, you can start to straighten your left leg out in front of you. The left leg straightens out along the earth. Right knee bent, being pulled in towards your belly. Some of you might be quite happy here. Some of you might want to increase the intensity of this. Just lift your nose up towards your knee. Taking a few breaths there, lift it up. If you've lifted, try and keep your shoulder blades down your back. And then exhale, lower back down to the earth, bringing your right leg then back out in front of you. We're going to take a few lifts with the right leg. So on an inhale, you're just going to lift the leg up, nice and straight if you can. And then exhale, you're going to lower the right leg back down to the earth. So if this is really intense through your lower back, then you can take a bend in the right leg as you lift and lower. So again, work with your body. Be very aware of how your lower back feels. Keep this going. Inhale to lift the right leg. And then exhaling to lower. This can get quite strong in the thigh quite quickly. We'll take one more of these. The last one as you inhale to lift. And then exhale to lower. And then bring both feet once again so they are flat down on the earth. This time we're going to lift the left foot and we're going to start to circle the left ankle. Rotating in one direction, the direction you choose doesn't matter. And then rotating the other way. Lovely. And then popping that left ankle over your right knee. So again, for some of you, this might be enough. This might be where you want to stay. Or for some of you might want to lift the right leg up. And some of you might even want to bring your hands around the right thigh to really pull and stretch into the left hip flexor. Keeping head and neck and shoulders down on the earth. Breathing into the stretch. Trying to allow a focused awareness to remain with your breath throughout all of these movements. Breath comes first, movement comes second. And then popping the right foot back down on the air. Bringing the left hand to the left knee and starting to take some circles with the left knee. So again, these circles can be as big or as small as feels right for your body. Like remembering that every body is different. And every day we're different. So what feels good today might not feel good tomorrow. And what doesn't feel good today might feel like the right thing to do tomorrow. So just listen to your body, listen to your intuition. Allow that to guide you. And then swapping directions with the legs. So circling the knee in the other direction. And then bringing that right knee then, nice bent, hands around the knee, pulling the knee in towards the chest. And then you can start to straighten the right leg out in front. So left knee pulling in towards the chest, right leg straightened down along the earth in front of you. And for some of you, like I said before, this might be enough. Or some of you might want to lift your nose towards your knee. Also be aware of how the heat today might be affecting you. So things can seem much harder when it's very warm. So if you're lifted now, place your head and neck back down on the earth. And then bring your left leg out in front of you. We're going to lift and lower that left leg a few times. So inhale to lift the leg, lifting it up as far as it's comfortable for you, and then exhaling to lower the leg back down. So keep this going, an inhale on the lift, and an exhale on the lower. And as I said before, if this feels too much, you can bend the knee, especially if lower back's taking any of this. So bend the knee. Last one, lifting up as you inhale, lowering down as you exhale. And then bringing both knees in towards your belly to allow yourself a nice double knee hug. And then from there, we're going to rock ourselves maybe 2 or 3 times and then rock yourself finally all the way up to a seated position. Lovely. So we're going to come and sit in a comfortable seated position. So for me, that's cross-legged. If that's not comfortable for you, then bringing your legs out in front is absolutely fine. So whatever works for you. And we're going to inhale, bring both hands up overhead. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist around towards the right hand side, bringing the right hand behind, left hand to the right knee, turning to look over the right shoulder. So lifting up through the crown of the head, nice and strong through the sides of your body. Twisting as far as is comfortable for you. As always, a nice even breath. And then as we inhale, we're going to come back to center, bringing both hands back up overhead. And exhale, twist towards the left hand side. Right hand to left knee. Lifting through the crown of the head. Nice and strong through the sides of the body. Nice even breath. And then inhaling, bringing both hands back up overhead. Exhale to bring the hands down to the sides. Bring the feet out into a straddle position, so wide leg position. Bring the hands to the earth in front of you, and then as you exhale, walking the hands forward and allowing yourself to come into a forward fold. So work with your body, be aware of where you are. There's no need to come too far forwards here. Just gently walking your hands forwards until you feel that you've reached the edge of your comfortable stretch. And then stop here and breathe. If you find that you have any difficulties here with your lower back, then you can bend the knees. Inhale, come back up gently to sit. Bend the right knee. So you're bringing the right foot to rest against the left thigh. And then you're going to turn to look over your left leg. Inhale, reach up, both hands come up overhead. And then exhale to fold forwards over the left leg. So you're trying to be directly over the knee. It's not always that easy. Allowing your hands to rest either on your shin, on your thigh if they need to, or if you've got the hamstring flexibility, then hands can come down around them. Nice, even breaths. Again, if lower back is problematic here, then take a bend to the knee. And then inhaling very gently, find your way back up to seat. Pop your left hand down on the earth, just behind your left buttock. And then you're going to inhale, push into your front thigh, push into your hands, lift your hips up. And as you do so, you're going to take a few circles with the right hand. So it might be helpful for some of you to bring the left leg further forwards in front of you. It depends how wide your straddle position is. And then on an exhale, gently lower yourself back down to the mat. Lovely. So we're going to swap sides. So bringing the right leg out straight and then bending the left leg. So the left foot plants against the inside of the right thigh. First thing you're going to do is inhale, look up, bring both hands up overhead, and then exhale, fold forwards. So you bring your nose roughly over your knee, hands can rest on your thigh, they could rest on your shin, or you can bring your hands around your foot. This is called Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. So a few nice even breaths. Reaching out through the crown of your head. As always, any back issues, bend your knees, or bend your knee. And then inhale, gently find your way back up to sit. Planting your right hand on the earth just behind your right buttocks. And then inhale, pushing into your leg, pushing into your hand, lifting yourself up and taking some rotations with your head. And then exhaling to find your way back down. I'm going to come back to laying down on the mat. And find your way very gently back onto your back. Knees bent, hands out to the side in a T-shape if you have space. If you don't have space, just allow your hands to rest down by your sides. We're going to exhale, drop both knees down towards one side. And then inhaling, bring both knees back up to center. Exhale, drop the knees to the other side. And inhale, bring them back up to center. So keep this going. Work with the timing of your breath. And if you want to make this slightly more challenging, then you can lift your feet up off the earth. And exactly the same movement, knees drop to the side, only now the feet are lifted. So if you've lifted your feet, try and keep control over the full range of movement. The next time you drop your knees down to one side, doesn't matter which side it is, allow them to rest on the earth. And then if you want to, you can turn your head to face in the other direction. Just allow your body to let go. So try and really let go of anywhere where you might be holding on, anywhere where there might be tension or stress. Return once again to your breath and just breathe. If you have your head turned, then bring your head back to neutral. On an inhale, bring your feet and knees back up to the center. And then exhale, allow them to drop to the other side. And again, if you want to, you can turn your head to face in the opposite direction. Allow the earth to support your body. You don't need to hold on, the earth will support you here. And just really let go. Letting go of any tension, of any stress, of anything at all that you might be holding on to. And breathe. Bringing your head back to neutral if you have it turned. And then inhaling, bringing your knees back to the center. And allow yourself another lovely knee hug. So if you want to here, you can rock from side to side. You can rock backwards and forwards. You can move your hands up and down your legs. You can move your knees closer together or further apart. All of those things will help you find different spots in your lower back that you might be able to move into. So see if you can find somewhere that feels particularly nice for you today. And then releasing the knee up, bringing your feet back to the earth, bringing your hands past the earth, flat down beside you. Your feet are flat on the earth, hip width apart, heels up close to your buttocks. We're going to inhale, tuck the tailbone, and then gradually lift the pelvis and the spine up off the earth, one vertebrae at a time. So inhaling to lift. When you reach your maximum comfortable stretch, then exhale and very gently lower yourself back down to the earth. Keep going. As always, working in time with your breath. So trying to coordinate breath and body, breath and movement. Nice, gentle. There's no need to push yourself here either. It's okay sometimes to have a little bit of a lazy yoga practice, especially when it's this full. So the next time you come back down to the earth, so the next time the back of your body is fully supported on the earth, there's no need to rush to that position, take it slowly. Then you can bring your legs out in front, allow your feet to drop out to the sides. Hands come down beside you, shoulder blades down the back, palms open towards the sky, and settle yourself into Shavasana. So allowing yourself to relax. Just noticing if you've got any tension or any tightness held anywhere in any muscles, perhaps in your shoulders or your neck. Often people hold things in their face, especially in their mouths. Let all of that go. Let everything release. For a few moments, an opportunity for complete ease. No doing, no trying. Allow yourself to rest effortlessly. Wiggling your fingers. And now wiggling your toes. Finding your way to one side to rest in the recovery position. And then bringing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bringing hands up overhead in the prana mudra. Bringing hands together overhead to the crown of your head. To your third eye for wisdom and clarity of thought. To your lips and then your throat for peace and love in all that we say. And to your heart space to love and So thank you to you all for sharing this super warm Tuesday practice. Namaste.